Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new release from a Norwegian progressive metal band who've been releasing some really cool stuff since the early 2000s. This is their sixth release overall. AFM Records. We're talking about Communic, Hiding from the World. All right, pretty cool album cover there, CD cover. Okay, there's the full-on artwork. Let's take a look at the band here. So like I mentioned, 6 albums in. I believe their first one came out in 2003 or something like that. I'm going to talk about all the releases in a second, but I just want to kind of show you the CD and the booklet here. Let's take a look. So we've got, again, all sorts of artwork and lyrics scattered throughout. There's more shots of the band. Actually, lots of shots of the band. It seems like some of the last couple of releases I've looked at barely had a picture of the band members here. You got quite a few of them. So, of course, this is the band. I guess you can call him the front man. He's the vocalist and guitar player and main songwriter. Oddleif Stensland on guitar and vocals. You've got Erik Mortensen on bass and Tor Atle Anderson on drums. So these guys have had a pretty stable lineup throughout their career. They debuted in 2003. They released Conspiracy in Mind 2005, Waves of Visual Decay, killer album in 2006, Payment of Existence in 2008. All right, The Bottom Deep in 2011. Then we didn't see them for a number of years. They came back with one of my favorite albums of 2017, Where Echoes Gather. And now we've got hot off the presses, Hiding from the World, like I mentioned. So if you've never listened to Communic before, their label is a prog metal band. And they are, okay, but not in like the way, like, say, Dream Theater is, or Symphony X, or Van den Plas, or bands like that. I would every time I listen to this band, and I've been enjoying them for quite a while, I always get kind of like maybe a Fate's Warning meets either Sanctuary or Nevermore, because Mr. Stensland has a voice that's very similar to Warrell Dane. Okay, so the Nevermore and Sanctuary comparisons are, they're there, right? And the music is very moody and brooding, kind of like Fate's Warning, but it's pretty heavy. So not quite as like drop tuning, thrashy as the Nevermore music. It's definitely more progressive, but still the music is very moody. They don't rely on tons of solos and things like that, although there are, a lot of these musical explorations throughout their music, but it's more about the riffs and the atmosphere and the overall drama that the music kind of creates. And a lot of good anthemic choruses from time to time. You also, you're going to hear a little Queensryche in their music a little bit too. So here you've got, what do we got here? 8 total tracks right in this new album. Plunder of thoughts, and most of the songs are pretty long, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes long. Okay, so there's plenty of time for the band to kind of really lay on the guitars, the different riffs, and all the different textures and things like that. A lot of layers of vocals. It's really, I don't know if I'd say the music is overly accessible. It's definitely heavy and thought-provoking, and like I said, very atmospheric, but it's not showy. But the songs are very memorable. That's always been a characteristic of this band. Hiding from the World, you've got My Temple of Pride, Face in the Crowd, Born Without a Heart, Scavengers Await, Soon to Be, and Forgotten is the final track. And like I said, 10 minutes long. I got a couple of really short ones here. You got a 7-minute long track, another almost 10-minute long, 7.5, 7 minutes, nearly 10, 8 and change. So pretty lengthy tunes, allowing for lots of kind of layering the soundscapes here. But big fat riffings. I mean, this guy is a really good guitar player. It really helps when you got a frontman who's a killer guitar player and a really good singer in a trio, right? And he really does a fantastic job. I've long, admired his playing and his vocals throughout all of these Communic albums. I will say, probably, when compared, again, I've only had this about not even a week. Compared to Where Echoes Gather, this album is not as immediate as that one was. That one I found was like from the very first listen, instantly grabbed you. instantly memorable. Not that this doesn't grab you and it's not memorable, but I've already probably listened to this 5-6 times already, and it's really good. I'm enjoying it. But it's not quite the immediate grabber that Where Echoes Gather was. And that's not necessarily good or bad, right? It's just some albums kind of hit you a little bit differently. It's definitely high quality, though. Definitely high quality. I'm going to, so far, I've already kind of put together my best of list for 2020. But seeing as I just got this one, and there's another one that I just got that hadn't made my list because I hadn't gotten it yet because it's so new. There's another one out there also that I haven't heard yet that just came out from another band, a Scandinavian band that I want to check out too before I submit my final list. But I'm going to have to make room for this in my list, I think, because it's damn good. Will it be a top 10 like their previous album was for me? Probably not, but again, I don't have a lot of time with it yet. So you talk to me in 2-3 months from now, I might change my tune a little bit. But I definitely dig this a lot. I think it's really good. I love the cover artwork. It's really intelligent, brooding, progressive metal. All right. Like I said, if you prefer in this type of genre, this style of metal, if you're not into, all the big long songs with all the endless soloing and all that sort of stuff, if you're not really into that and like more straightforward stuff, definitely check this band out. Definitely check this band out. They're kind of thrashy, right? They're technical, but not overly technical. They don't rely on tons of solos. Fantastic vocals, loads of atmosphere, and crushing riffs. Really, really heavy stuff. Like I said, think of definitely think of Nevermore, Sanctuary, a little bit of Queensryche, some of the latter period Savatage, maybe. Okay. Definitely got some elements of other things you've heard, but they are pretty unique sounding, I think. Like I said, if you just want some really good, thought-provoking, really heavy progressive metal, you can't go wrong with this. Can't go wrong. I'm digging it. And like I mentioned before, on AFM Records, good quality packaging, all that kind of stuff, good production. It's a winner. It's a winner. Brand new. I'm going to kind of keep soaking into it over the course of the upcoming weeks. So go check it out. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Remember, if you like what you see, please do click on the Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi, coffee link below. All right, and you can head over onto our Ko-Fi page and make a donation to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Also, the link to our Sea of Tranquility merchandise page. You can check out all the various t-shirts and hoodies and mugs and hats and all sorts of stuff that we have available there. And there's also the link to our website below where you can read thousands and thousands and thousands of reviews that we've been posting over the last almost 20 years. 20 years next year. Pretty crazy. So anyway, stay tuned, guys. We've got coming up in probably about 2 hours tonight, Hudson Valley Squares, Monday Night Must See TV. We've got a special celebrity guest tonight joining the Squares. They don't even know who it is yet, so stay tuned for that. The topic of tonight is Ignored Albums from Bands You Love, Part 2. So that's all coming up in a couple hours, so stay tuned, and more stuff happening this week. Yeah, I'm not going to spill the beans yet, but I've got signed, sealed, and delivered an interview with a true superstar who's going to be coming on the show in less than 2 days. No, in 2 days. So more on that to come. All right, and we'll see you real soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.